So I just watched Tasha K's her latest YouTube video, where she talks about me, right? So I'm going to kind of do this in parts because I want to break down what she said. Now, I'm not a big advocate of telling people to go put money in someone's pocket and go watch it, but go watch it because the money's actually going in Cardi B's pocket because she owes Cardi B so much money. So, and I like Cardi B, so put the money in Cardi B's pocket and go watch the latest podcast about me. But yeah, she talks about my Barbara Bob, as she refers it to, right? And I'm assuming that this individual doesn't really know anything about me prior to Danielle in 2016 or 2017. Because, first of all, the bob, the short hair, is due to having breast cancer twice, and the medication is just a beast, and it mimics menopause, so it was easier to cut my hair short and not have to deal with the effects of menopause that even at my age today, which is 57, Tasha, just in case you didn't know, for some reason I think you think I'm your age because our kids are the same age, but yeah, I didn't have a kid at 24. I had a kid at 35. Anyway, so she goes on to talk about me, and I don't know, something to the effect, if she was back in the day, she'd be dog walking me, and that I come from Florida, and that Mammy, I would never say it in a gas station. Well, just an FYI, I might live in Florida, but I was born and bred in Brooklyn, New York, okay? Italian girl from Brooklyn, New York. Actually, Old Mill Basin, Brooklyn, New York, right? So it's, again, obvious you don't know nothing about me, all right? So do your research. Have that dumbass producer that was sitting down flapping her fucking gums, do some research on me before you start talking about me. Because here in Palm Beach County, neither me nor anyone I know say Mammy. And I'm not just talking about white people. I have a lot of friends that are not white, and no one ever referred to their mother as Mammy. So you grew up in Panama City, which is way up there. We're not the same. So she goes on when she sees that picture of me and says she's surprised I don't have hoop earrings in my ears. Well, let me tell you something, bald-headed Tasha. Back in the 80s, I did wear hoops. It was a Brooklyn thing, but I wore 14 karat gold hoops. And these days, yeah, they're diamond platinum, paid for by me. But I'm looking at the earrings in your ears and they look fake as you are. So again, we're not the same. Then she proceeds to talk about how she's old school and how her daughter lives in her house, which I don't know how true that is, because from what I'm reading, her daughter lives in Fort Lauderdale and she lives in Georgia. But I do know she filed for bankruptcy in Broward County in 2024. So who knows? You know, these people lie so much. You know, especially her. She's obviously nothing but a storyteller. Because it seems like what she's saying about growing up and having respect or whatever else doesn't seem like the pictures I just posted about being a depressed kid and wanting to kill herself. She had to have had a bad life, huh? Anyway, so she talks about being old school. Sweetheart, you don't know what old school is, but I know what old school is. And what goes on between me and my daughter, whether it hits the internet or not, is between me and her, and if she puts it out there. But I notice you like to talk a lot of shit about people's business, but you like to keep yours private. My question to you is, your husband's not even from this country, right? So I'm curious, did he marry you? Did he have his green card? Was his green card expiring? Did he marry you to stay in this country? I'm curious, I don't know. How'd you meet him? What's the problem? You couldn't meet an American? no American man wanted you, so you had to choose one that wasn't from this country. But then again, he's really big into your career, right? Isn't he like the part of the mastermind behind your career? If I'm not mistaken, I kind of thought I read that. I could be wrong, but hey, you never know. It could be another Wendy Williams situation going on over there. She proceeds to say about her mom going through depression and stuff and raising 3 daughters and then talking about what every one of them do for a living. Like, I give a fucking rat's ass what the mother or any of them did for a living. I really don't give a fuck. But it's obviously they grew up poor and broken. I didn't grow up either. So, I don't know, you posting your mom and then again saying she's going to come to Palm Beach County. Let me actually play it because I think it's kind of funny. Let me get to it.
You understand? And every single one of them been trying to raise 3 girls, whatever it is that she went through, she has never known what you know and what you've experienced.
Because we don't come from the same place.
Child.
But then again, we don't know what goes on between her and her daughter, right?
She got an ex-track star here and a real estate appraiser. She's got a housewife here, right here in the wedding dress, okay? Who's a housewife by choice, but she has a master's degree in nursing. And she also runs a nonprofit agency helping other postpartum mothers to get through postpartum and single mothers. And then she's got me. I'm with all the shit.
So unfair. I should have been the one who married Sebastian Klein. She only has half a million on this trust fund when he's worth billions. I will help you
commercial.
get Sebastian Klein.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Barbara, this is Lynette. All the way up until 55. See how she ain't got no wrinkles on her face? Put Barbara picture back up. Just put Barbara picture back up. Barbara, you see your face? That's makeup. That's a good picture of you. That's a good day.
53.
You understand what I'm saying? My mom don't know what you know. She will never know that, regardless.
But her daughter wanted to commit suicide.
She treated us. We all turned out great.
Wait,
So for that,
I gotta pause this. She turned out great? She turned out great? Every day someone's trying to sue her because she doesn't shut her fucking mouth speaking on people's business. Bitch, you didn't turn out great at all. And again, if I'm not mistaken, Jaguar Wright said she ain't raising her kids. Or she ain't raising her son. I'm curious, does anyone ever see her son? And anyone ever see pictures of her son? I know her daughter now, I think her daughter and my daughter aren't exactly the same age, or I think 3 years apart. But her daughter has pictures up, she has social media pages. So I kind of think it's funny. Yeah, sweetie, you and I, now I'm not even going to give you a compliment of calling you sweetie. I'm going to call you bald head. We didn't grow up the same. So, and I see how she keeps referring to her mother, but you know what I don't hear about? I'm not even going to call her mother. I'm going to call her mammy. I don't hear about the pappy. Where's the pappy?
that right there, I talked to Lynette before I made this video, and she told me to take it easy. She did.
Oh,
She
thank
said
you.
She got it from here.
Thank
because you're in the
you.
same state of Florida, and she gonna run into you.
She's going to run into me. She's going to run into me. What should I do? Should I shake? What should I fucking do? She's going to run into me. Should I be scared? But she ain't ghetto. That's what I call ghetto. And if you're mammy, which most likely is, well, she could be the same age as me. You never know how old she had her at. But she's probably in her 60s, I'd say. Is going to pull up on me or run up on me?
She gonna run into you, and it's gonna be Lynette versus Barbara. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't gonna be able to help you. I ain't gonna be able to help you because Lynette
I need her to help me? I need to help. Listen.
is not. She is all the way.
Wait, all the way on what?
I'm saying.
So she called me. So it's okay for her racist ass to call me. It's okay for her racist ass to call me Imagine if I called her a derogatory derogatory word. Oh my goodness, it would be all over the internet. Bad Baby's mom called Tasha K, Latasha, Transina, Howard, Kibi, a racist word, but she can call me a... Well, guess what? Bull-headed bitch. I'm all about that Brooklyn time. Don't get it twisted. Her and her dumbass producer proceed to call me a wino. Well, anyone who knows me knows I don't really even drink at all. When I'm out to dinner with my friends, I might have a drink or two. It's usually Prosecco because that's my drink of choice. So now her and her producer call me a wino and refer to me as... So I think that's pretty interesting, right? And this bald-headed bitch wonders why she keeps getting sued. Shut your fucking mouth. Because like I said, you like to keep your life private, or so you thought. Well, now I'm here to tell you, I'm going to dig up that motherfucking dirt. I'm going to pull out all those skeletons, because all those windows in that glass house you live in are going to start to break. Rest assured that. Then she goes on talking about how my daughter has to keep spreading her legs on OnlyFans to keep the money going. Do you go on my daughter's? Do you subscribe? Is your husband a subscriber? How do you know what my daughter does on that site? I'm just curious. You're being sued, he's being sued. I mean, you know, you gotta keep talking shit to pay your debts. Girl, like, you think you got shit right? You think like you're living the, what'd you say, godly? You walk godly now? You don't walk godly. Because if you walk godly, you'd shut your fucking mouth. You don't walk godly. But I'll tell you one thing. I hope to see you or your mammy here in Palm Beach County, because I see which ones are going to dog walk me. So, bald-headed Tasha, I'm going to end it with this. Let's just be real. I'll take your mom if she wants to take the Brightline. I'll even pay. You know, if she needs me to pay, I'll pay for her to come down on Brightline. I'll take her to lunch in Palm Beach in one of my Mercedes, because I no longer drive a Bentley, and the two Mercedes were paid for by me. Because prior to having my daughter at 35, I was a private banker in both New York and Palm Beach, owned 2 homes by the age of 30, and I currently hold 3 college degrees. So don't get it twisted. Me, your mammy, or you are not the same. So we understand you can't afford to help your mammy out because you're being sued by everybody and their mother. All right? But, again, don't get it twisted. I don't know what you're thinking, talking about your mother and calling me that's not really smart. It's really not. Listen, you bald-headed bitch. I pay my own bills, okay? And we don't know who your daughter's spreading her legs for, but I did hear you say you make your daughter serve your husband a plate. When did your husband become your daughter's man? Is there something we need to know about? I mean, let's be real now. But you paying your debt? Isn't Cardi B saying you're keeping money over in Africa or something like that? You claimed bankruptcy last year. You ain't paying your debt. That's why you gotta keep talking shit about somebody else, but...
So let me know you made it until the end of the video. The secret password to say in the comment section is, if you want this beef between the mother of Danielle Bregoli, aka Bhad Bhabie, and Tasha K to continue going, say keep going. If you want it to stop, say please stop. And let me know, do you think this is some nonsense? Is mother on mother violence out here? And we need to call this out. Okay, guys? So I need to know whose side you're on and whether or not you want it to keep going or stop. So also, another thing I need you to say is Team Tasha or Team Barbara. If you don't know, or if you're unsure, or you don't want to say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why are you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section, because you know where you're at, right? Make sure you click thumbs up. It's free. Subscribe is free. Choose all notifications. It's free. If you want to send me a donation, click the super thanks button or become a channel member, or buy something from an affiliate link or something, whatever. But I prefer for you to just give me some money, or become a channel member, because that means you give me the money every month. But anyways, here's the deal. She's calling Tasha K a liar. Is Tasha K a liar? Have we known her to be a liar? For the most part, Tasha K tells the truth. You know, I'm not saying that she's never said anything where I said, I don't know about that, Tasha. But for the most part, she's a truth teller. So I need to know whose side you're on when it comes to that, whether or not you think that Tasha K is out here just making up stories, being a storyteller. And what's the deal with this whole mammy thing? A lot of black women are offended by the term mammy. And I'm from the North, just like Barbara is. I'm not from where she's from. I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not from New York at all. But up north, yes, the word mammy is used sometimes. Same thing with the whole roaches thing. Like, people were offended by, like, for example, Cardi B, since she was brought up in this, Cardi B calling people roaches and stuff like that. Trust me, I'm from the North, and that's how people talk to each other when they get mad at each other. People call each other some really derogatory names. Okay. That's how people get down. That's why I think it's interesting that Barbara's offended by being referred to as a saltine, you know, as a little crunchy wafer, because of the simple fact that, you know, the C word, it rhymes with slacker. Okay. And I had to censor the word because YouTube does not want us to use that word here. But here's the thing she has to understand is that when people go back and forth, they say some crazy stuff to each other. But I guess she's trying to use this as like an angle to, honestly, it sounds as if she might be preparing for a lawsuit, allegedly. Can't prove that, but according to everything she said, it sounds like she might be the next person in line to sue Tasha K. So that's Kevin Hart, Cardi B. I'm trying to think who else. There's at least one or two other people I should be naming. Who else sued or tried to, or insinuated they were going to sue Tasha K? It seems like people are always saying they're going to sue, but a lot of times it just doesn't really make it very far. I think Tasha K learned from a lot of her mistakes. I think that she's moving a lot differently nowadays when it comes to the whole lawsuit situation. But it's interesting because we're talking about people being bald-headed and whatnot. Barbara, of course, unfortunately suffered cancer. Congratulations to her for making it through that. And her daughter, unfortunately, suffered as well. Congratulations to her for making it through that very, very young when Danielle got it too. So it's really crazy. But the thing is this, though. I'm happy to see that they're both here. And I can understand her being triggered by Tasha K calling her bald-headed or making fun of her hair loss. But the thing is this, though. You also have to put it in context. I don't think that Tasha K knew that Barbara ever had cancer. So we have to make sure that we speak about it in that way. But I think this is really, really interesting, you guys. This whole Bhad Bhabie's mother versus Tasha K. Boy, I tell you, 2025 is something else between what's going on in DC, what's going on with Trump, what's going on with the immigrants. They said that, like, they're checking the visas of people from 55 countries. And it's interesting because Barbara is basically implying that, I think she may allegedly be implying that Tasha K either married her husband, maybe for a green card situation, or that he may just be an illegal immigrant altogether. Is that what she's saying? I'm not perfectly sure. So we're just going to say allegedly, possibly, maybe that's what's being discussed here. This is a really interesting angle. I did not expect this, but Barbara Bregoli is out here. Listen, this beef between her and Tasha K is not going to end right here, because Tasha is not going to take this and not respond. Y'all want to talk about wrestling? You guys want to see people going back and forth? You want to see people have a war of words and everything? Oh, this is going to be the one. Because Barbara is off the chain. Tasha is off the chain. And they're both just controversial people. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be the one to watch for. Shout out to Danielle, please, whatever you do, please stay out of this. Don't say anything. Don't get wound up and wrapped up in this. Please. You have your music career to worry about. You have your OnlyFans to worry about, and whatever else you're doing. You have other things to worry about. You're trying to take care of your baby. You just beat cancer not that long ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she beat it. The point is this. You have other things to be concerned with, Danny, other than dealing with this situation. Let your mother fight this battle. Don't step in and start fighting with Tasha. Don't defend either side. Just act like it's not even going on. Just move on with your life. Like you don't even hear or see anything and you have no idea of what's going on, because this is not for you to be involved with. Let these two ladies have their words and hopefully they'll simmer down by the end of the year. But you know, Tasha can go. Tasha, I understand Barbara is a chick from Brooklyn and she's used to the smoke, but this is Tasha smoke. Tasha smoke is different. It's a whole different smoke. It's like talking about like Snoop Dogg smoke. It's a different type of smoke. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a guy with a microphone, guys. Just a guy with an opinion. Let me know what you think about it below. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. Also, post a comment below. Even if you're just saying hi, I'm going to respond to everybody. Let's get the conversation going about this. I haven't seen this on YouTube at all yet.